stop scrolling, because the 2025 BMW XM is not just another luxury SUV, it's BMW's loudest flex yet. This thing looks like it was designed by someone who said, "Let's build a supercar but make it an SUV and give it gym membership energy." If you've been wondering whether BMW's wild design era is genius or madness, the XM is the perfect case study. And today on DriveZone Meter, we're taking a full walk around, from the backside to the engine and price, so you can decide if this beast deserves a spot in your dream garage, or if BMW went a little too far this time. Let's start from the backside, because the rear of the 2025 BMW XM is where opinions really split. Those stacked quad exhaust tips look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, and the taillights are slim, sharp, and aggressive, almost like BMW wanted to make sure nobody mistakes this for a normal X5. The rear bumper is chunky, muscular, and honestly feels more like a performance car than a family SUV. When this thing pulls up behind you at a traffic light, it doesn't just say, "Move." It says, "Respectfully, please reconsider your life choices." Compared to something like the Lamborghini Urus, the XM's rear is less sleek but more intimidating, like a bodybuilder standing next to a sprinter. Some people love that brutal look, some think it's overstyled. What about you? Does the aggressive rear design make you love it more, or does it feel a bit too much? Now slide over to the left side, and you really start to feel the size of this thing. The XM sits wide and tall, with a road presence that screams luxury muscle. The sculpted side panels, massive wheels, and those bold character lines give it a planted, confident stance. It's not trying to look elegant like a BMW X7. This is more about attitude. The blacked-out trim, the subtle gold accents on some trims, and the long, coupe-like profile make it feel closer to a high-end performance SUV like the Aston Martin DBX. But the XM feels more aggressive, more in your face. You could park this next to a Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, and the Cayenne might look faster, but the XM would look angrier. And let's be honest, part of buying a car like this is the drama. Do you prefer a clean, classy look, or do you like your SUVs to look like they're ready to start a street fight? Moving along to the right side, you get the same muscular vibe, but it's also where you notice how tall the beltline is. The windows are slightly slimmer, giving the XM a more armored look, almost like a luxury tank. The door handles sit flush, adding a modern touch, and the proportions are pure power SUV. Compared to something like the Mercedes-AMG GLE 63, the BMW XM feels bulkier and more dominant, while the AMG feels sportier and more athletic. This side profile really shows BMW's intention. They didn't just want to make a fast SUV, they wanted to make a statement. When you see the XM coming down the road, you know exactly what it is, even if you don't know cars. That's branding power. If you had to choose between a sleek performance SUV and a bold, aggressive one, which style fits your personality more? Step inside the 2025 BMW XM, and the vibe changes from aggressive to straight-up luxury lounge. The interior feels like a high-end private jet on wheels. Soft leather everywhere, premium materials, ambient lighting that glows across the roofliner, and those sculpted seats that hug you like they're designed for long, comfortable cruises and high-speed fun. BMW went all in on making this cabin feel special. The curved digital display, the latest iDrive system, and the massive infotainment screen give you that high-tech feel, while the thick steering wheel reminds you this is still a performance machine. Compared to something like the Range Rover Sport, the XM's interior feels more futuristic and sporty, while the Range Rover leans more toward classic luxury. The rear seats are just as plush, making this a legit luxury SUV for passengers too, not just the driver. If you were sitting in the back of this thing on a long road trip, would you rather chill and enjoy the luxury? Or would you be begging the driver to switch to sport mode and let this beast stretch its legs? Now let's talk about the heart of the monster, the engine. The 2025 BMW XM comes with a powerful plug-in hybrid setup that combines a twin-turbo V8 with an electric motor. The result? Insane power, instant torque, and that classic V8 roar mixed with modern hybrid efficiency. This is BMW saying, yes, we care about the future, but we're not giving up on performance. Compared to rivals like the Lamborghini Urus, which relies purely on a roaring V8, the XM brings that extra layer of tech and torque with its hybrid system. You get the low-end punch from the electric motor and the high-speed madness from the V8. It's heavy, sure, but when you hit the accelerator, the XM moves like it forgot it's a big SUV. It's not trying to be subtle. It's trying to make you smile every time you floor it. If you had a hybrid SUV that could silently cruise through the city and then explode with V8 power on the highway, would you actually use the electric mode? Or would you be addicted to that engine sound? On the road, the XM feels surprisingly composed for its size. BMW's suspension tuning and all-wheel drive system help keep this big machine planted through corners. Is it as nimble as a smaller performance SUV like the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio? Not quite. But for something this big and heavy, the XM handles way better than you'd expect. It's more of a luxury muscle SUV than a sharp, track-focused machine. You can daily drive it in comfort, then switch modes and enjoy some serious performance when the road opens up. That dual personality is what makes the XM interesting. It's not trying to be everything for everyone, but it does try to give you both luxury and performance in one bold package. Now let's talk about the price, because this is where things get real. The 2025 BMW XM sits in that ultra-luxury performance SUV bracket, competing with heavy hitters like the Lamborghini Urus, Aston Martin DBX, and top-spec Porsche Cayenne Turbo models. It's not cheap, and it's definitely not meant to be. You're paying for exclusivity, performance, and BMW's most extreme SUV design. The question is, do you think the XM offers something truly different compared to those rivals, or would you rather go for a more established luxury performance icon? Sometimes, standing out is worth the price. Other times, you just want the safest flex in the room. So after walking around the backside, left side, right side, stepping into the interior, feeling the engine's power, and talking about the price, what's the final verdict on the 2025 BMW XM? This SUV is bold, loud, and unapologetically different. It's not designed to please everyone, and that's exactly the point. If you love aggressive styling, big performance, and a luxury interior with futuristic vibes, the XM is going to hit all the right buttons. If you prefer subtle, classic BMW elegance, this might feel like BMW went off the rails. But whether you love it or hate it, one thing is clear. The XM gets attention, and in today's crowded luxury SUV market, that's a powerful thing. So now I want to hear from you. Would you pick the 2025 BMW XM over something like a Lamborghini Urus or a Porsche Cayenne Turbo? Or is this BMW's bold design direction not your style? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your opinions drive the conversation here on DriveZone Meter. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more honest, hype-free car content, hit that like button, subscribe to DriveZone Meter, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next review. We've got a lot more exciting rides coming your way, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.